Hello, it's Brian from Village Sharpening. Today I'd like to talk about the School of Wok Cleaver and how good it is at certain kitchen tasks and how I've been maintaining it up to this point and how I plan to maintain it in the future. I bought this during lockdown because I was interested in Asian food, and I am a passionate follower of Jeremy Pang, School of Wok Covent Garden, and he's just taught the community so much. I bought his cleaver because after watching his videos, I realized he's using this for virtually 99% of the food he's prepping for his channel, which is really amazing when you think about it. Now, I've had several cleavers over the years, but this is my first good cleaver. This is a Chinese slicing cleaver. It is stainless steel, and it's actually good quality stainless steel. And the thing that I like the most about it is the fact that it's well finished. And when I say that, I mean historically all the other cleavers have not been finished properly in this area. And when I use them for a prolonged period of time, my hands get chopped to pieces. I've tried taping this area, I've tried polishing it, but this one is perfectly safe and comfortable to use right out of the box. Now, it came sharpened, and again, perfectly usable out of the box. I would have to say, based on my experience with German knives, it's made out of fairly tough, hard steel. It's tricky to sharpen, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty straightforward. Now, one thing I noticed coming out of the box is it had an asymmetrical edge. Now, I don't know if that was done on purpose or by accident, but one of the facets of the edge is ground at a different angle than the other. This is quite short, compact, whereas this one is quite long. Now, in practice, this doesn't make too much difference when you use the cleaver. You'll find, though, that because of the different angles, when you slice or chop, especially a hard vegetable like a carrot, you will notice that the cleaver, again, I'm left-handed, so the cleaver literally pushes the food away. If I was a right-handed person, the cleaver would draw the food closer to the slicing edge with each slice. Now, this is a brilliant feature for a right-handed person in an environment where they have to move very, very quickly. I'm left-handed and I'm a home cook, and it's not an important feature to me. So what I intend to do today is test this cleaver, the current level of sharpness, and I have for the last 2 years been maintaining it with this Serax 1000 grit stone. Now, if you don't own a stone or you're looking to replace a stone, I highly recommend this. It was tested on a channel called Perfection, and it's still in use and still being tested to this day. I believe I got this one from Amazon, but irregardless, if you don't own a stone and you're looking for a one stone solution for your kitchen, you can't go too far wrong with that. If you are fairly constant with your knife maintenance and maintain a good, decent cutting edge, then you'll find that in really a few minutes, you can tune up an edge on a decent knife and you'll be perfectly satisfied with it. If you have neglected, totally blunt or damaged knives, I would recommend a two-stone solution. Probably go with a low grit. I'm going to say 250 to 350 to establish a decent edge and get your burr up, and then move to this grit. Now, I have a collection of water stones between 3,000 and 10,000 grit. I don't use them anymore, or at least not in the kitchen for chef knives or this cleaver, for instance. They stay in the wood shop, and this is a big problem where people from a woodworking background used to sharpening chisels and planes and woodworking tools, they want a really hard, fine stone because they're going to be using jigs, they're going to be using a lot of pressure, they're going to be doing a lot of repetition, maybe 50, 100 strokes to sharpen up a plane. And then they're going to, if they're working with hard grain wood, they'll want to move up probably close to their 10,000 range and get a mirror edge on their tools. There are many people who like to do that in the kitchen, but honestly, after slaving away for years and years and years with the stones, I find there is no noticeable difference in the type of cooking I do, which is mostly Western food, some Asian food. I'm not a sushi chef. I'm not carving entire tuna fish into small pieces. I find that nowadays the 1,000 grit finish suits me more or less perfectly. And again, I can't recommend this stone enough. It never leaves the kitchen. It does not go to the wood shop. The stones in the wood shop do not come to the kitchen. So if you want a one stone solution, get that or something similar. And I never understood this originally, but for a kitchen, you want what's called a fast stone. Now, I suspect the term fast has something to do with the hardness of the stone. This stone is a fast stone, and it is slightly soft. So it will in 50 or 100 years be totally consumed, but for now, that's really not an issue. So let's have a look at this cleaver and see where we're at. Now, this edge is actually not too bad. It's still, and I'll try and do this carefully, it still feels sharp. Slightly less so here because that's the area I use the most, and very sharp here. Now I'm going to use this device called the Bess tester, and if you're not familiar with Bess testers, what they are is a device that's calibrated. It's converted from a digital weigh scale to a knife sharpness tester, and it does that through a piece of very fine line, synthetic line, and there should be 100 grams of force between that and that to get an official test. This is a preloaded test clip, and I have no idea what the weight is. But I'm just using it for demonstration purposes. And ideally, if you can see this, I'm going to press slowly there. Okay, now the number I'm seeing there is 416. And if I go to the trusty Best Score Index, 400-ish is right on the cusp of edges need maintenance. And after using this cleaver, and again, I use it in streaks. I have been cooking a lot of Asian food lately because I've discovered that my 8-year-old loves it and he likes a little bit of spice. So I've been really using this cleaver a lot. And again, spilling over to my Western food, I'm using it more and more often. There's no device in the world that can process garlic as quickly as this cleaver and safely. When you're chopping veg, either to stir fry or just eat, honestly, this is very quick and easy to use. It is really a time-saving device. And it's evolved over thousands of years specifically to save more time. Again, I'm a home chef and I'm not trained in Asian food, so I can't describe the way it's optimized for each Asian cut. But I'll tell you, as a general purpose implement, it's absolutely fine. So let me go to the shop and let's get this sharpened.